Hi, Gifts.
Hi,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
Please, can you explain the glycolytic pathway for your viewers?
Glycolytic pathway.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try. Okay, so now let's enter the glycolysis pathway. Now, let's assume it is in the kidney where the two transporters transport one molecule of glucose into the cell. Now, glucose is not inside the cell. I want you to know that these glucose transporters, they are bi-directional, which means if glucose enters the cells of the kidney, it can easily what? Leave. So what now happens? There are two major enzymes known as exokinases and glucokinase. Remember that exokinase is found everywhere in the body, while glucokinase is only located in the liver. So, if it's in the kidney, we are going to agree that it is exokinase that will act. Now, exokinase will act to add a phosphate group from ATP to glucose. And in what position? Position number 6. So, glucose will be converted as it immediately enters the cell to be converted to glucose what? 6-phosphate. And the enzyme that catalyzes that reaction is what? Exokinase enzyme. And why is this taking place? It is because immediately glucose enters the cell, it can easily leave. So exokinase have to add the phosphate group to glucose to convert it to glucose 6-phosphate. So glucose will not leave the cell. So that accounts for the first step of glycolysis. So now we have glucose 6-phosphate. That is to say, the phosphate was added into what? Position number 6. And remember, I told you it's divided into two phases. This is the what? Investment phase. So right now, we've invested one molecule of what? ATP, by which ATP has been reduced to what? ADP. Now, what's the next step? This is glucose 6-phosphate. Something needs to happen. Glucose 6-phosphate needs to be isomerized to fructose 6-phosphate. And the enzyme that catalyzes that reaction is what? Phosphoexose what? Isomerase. Exo, since they are what? They are like that is isomerization reaction. They have same molecular formula, same structural formula, but they are different in their what? Arrangement. So fructose 6-phosphate will be converted to what? Glucose 6-phosphate will be converted to what? Fructose 6-phosphate. They are what? Isomerization reaction. So it's the same thing, but just that it has been isomerized to what? Fructose 6-phosphate.